Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're giving you guys our first impressions of the new Haken album titled Virus. So the coincidental title, Virus, I think it's pretty funny, and this album got postponed multiple times due to said virus, but there were 3 singles that were released. I like this band a lot. I haven't really been super into them in a while. I know you're not really into them at all.
Well, I'm not, but you did show me a couple songs. One of them I really liked and thought was awesome. And another one, excuse me, I burped. Excuse me again, there was just finishing it off. That was rude. How rude. The second one I didn't like so much. So anyways, I'm 50-50 on this band, from what I've heard so far, but whatever, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I've been into them for a while. I thought Prosthetic is one of the best songs they've ever made.
Is that the one I liked?
Yeah, probably, I'm pretty sure. I've showed it to you for sure, so it's most likely the one. Invasion was pretty cool. Canariello was... But with that being said, we're going to check out Virus for the first time in its entirety, and we'll be back to give you guys our first impression, so stay put. Alright, we just finished listening to Virus for the very first time in its entirety, and I'm going to take the floor and say that this album was pretty good. My highest rated track was the very first track, titled Prosthetic. I can't say anything bad about that song, to be completely honest. It's a perfect song. It's heavy, it's catchy, it's interesting, it's not alienating. I think with progressive music, you can have a good balance between musically super interesting, but not too much to the extent where it's like, okay, this is just like math, right?
Yeah.
So I think that song is a perfect mix, and it's heavy as fuck. Like I said, the heaviest song I've heard these guys do, to be honest. Like, that song is nasty.
My highest rated song as well, for all the reasons you just listed. Just typical things. It's got really great rhythm. The vocalist has great range. The riffs are really nice. The syncopation's really nice. Got some Dream Theater vibes, probably just the progginess of it. But that is my highest rated song, but there were some other songs that I did rate quite highly that I did like. Basically the top 3 songs, the first 3 songs on the album, I thought were pretty great. Invasion was the second song and Carousel was the third song. Carousel starts off a little bit soft, sounds like a soft love song. Then it picks up and it gets pretty great. Again, some more nice syncopation. There's a really cool beat during the solo, which solos on this album are also really good.
They are.
A lot of technical stuff. Like this band is definitely top tier when it comes to technicality, and you'll hear examples throughout the album. Many kinds of different examples, from rhythms to just like, I don't know if you'd call it shredding, but like, if you take track number 9, which actually track number 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all one song that's split up into 4 tracks. But number 9 specifically, which is Messiah Complex 4, The Sect.
I'm going to stop you right there and just give you a reminder that this is actually 5 tracks. It's 6 through 10. There are 5 parts to Messiah Complex.
That's correct. My bad. So anyways, track number 9, which is part number 4. You get a bit of, at least I got a bit of this alien core type of vibe.
They totally sampled the warp pipe.
They sampled it, yeah. You got like Nintendo Mario sounds in there, which is pretty cool. I like creativity and stuff like that. But the song goes on a bit of a ride, and I'm not talking about just like all 5 tracks together. I'm talking about this specific part.
Yeah,
it goes song. But right, like there's blast beats in there. There's one part where there's 2 different singers, maybe it's the same singer, just doubling voice, singing 2 different things at the same time. And it's not like harmony, it's like this guy's singing one set of lyrics, this guy's singing the other set of lyrics.
I'm pretty sure it's just one. So it's just
I don't know, it sounded like 2 different phrases being sung on top of each other, but at the same kind of tone and the same kind of, it was weird. It weirded me out a bit.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad, I wasn't disgusted by it, but it threw me off, and I can't wait to listen to it again so I can really kind of make sense of what I heard, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what went on. Threw me off.
Yeah, the Sect was also, in that sense, kind of similar to Messiah Complex 2, A Glutton for Punishment, in the sense that it's just crazy shit. Like, Messiah Complex starts with Ivory Tower, and it's neat, it's got some cool grooves.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was like a little bit like Modern Dream Theater in the sense of the riffing style.
Yeah.
But then part 2 just throws all the cannons at you. Part 3 has a cool swing groove at start, which I thought was awesome. And then it throws down extremely hard in your face, and that's sick. Some parts are like really in your face progressive, like, ooh, here's a bunch of, you know, odd time signatures that are like whatever, subdivided to the 16th note, ooh. But you have the Sect, which is crazy, and then Ectobius Rex, which is a cool riff, not nearly as overly technical as some of the other parts of the Messiah Complex, but what's awesome about that song is that it quotes a section of Prosthetic. I believe it's like the bridge of Prosthetic. They play that melody, and then they just do that exact same part from Prosthetic, just slightly faster, which I thought was a really cool way of connecting everything together, because I believe it does loosely kind of follow a story-ish. It's connected to their last album titled Vector, and both of these albums are kind of connected to a story from The Mountain, which was a while ago. So there's a lot of kind of weird lore, but at the same time, like I remember reading a little bit about the album, and with Virus, it was, you know, I believe it was the singer who said this, that, you know, you can kind of look at the album on its own, but also look at it as part of a larger thing.
Part of a trilogy, maybe. You know what, we're saying a lot of good things, a lot of interesting things about all the songs. But I'm gonna say that there was some downfalls on my first impression as well. The Strain, track number 4, Canary Yellow, track number 5, and Only Stars, which is the last track, number 11. All 3 of those songs felt very flat for me. The singer at times, he's got a very nice voice. He's well ranged. He's talented, but he sounds like Adam Levine to me, which is not necessarily a bad thing because Adam Levine has a great voice. He's a very talented singer. But I get, like, Canary Yellow to me sounds like a Maroon 5 song. I'm not a Maroon 5 fan. I don't listen to Maroon 5, but I know what they sound like. I've heard their hits before. This had elements of that to me. Is that a bad thing per se? For me, maybe. We're gonna have to see how the week goes and see if these songs can grow on me. But on a first impression, I wasn't too impressed with those songs. They seemed like they kind of dragged me out of the energy. They dragged me out of what I was enjoying about this album, which was high energy, syncopation that wasn't off-putting, because some prog albums can have syncopation that's just too disjunct for me, and it's off-putting. This didn't have that. I really liked the syncopation on this. But those 3 tracks specifically really just took me out of this album and kind of just made me feel like, I don't know, they don't fit for me.
Well, I can generally agree with you about Canary Yellow. I feel like that song, I didn't dislike it a lot, but I was just like kind of about it. The Strain I didn't really mind. It has a cool section partway through, which, okay, kind of saved it a bit for me. I think Only Stars is an interesting album closer just because you just went through a huge gauntlet of the Messiah Complex.
Yeah.
You need something to kind of cool you off and just kind of let you out of the album. The only issue I had with that song that really brought it down for me are these weird sound effects in it. I'm like, I want to hear something nice and pretty, and you have this weird, like, crunching, someone's, like, stepping on leaves outside. Like, that's what it sounded like to me. Like, someone's out there raking leaves, and it's like, get that shit out of here. I want to hear something pretty. Something soft to get me out of the album, because it was something super crazy with the Messiah Complex, so it would make sense.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but I'll definitely look for it when I hear it again.
You did not catch that.
I didn't.
They were so loud.
It wasn't bothering me, maybe. I don't know, it just didn't really.
Well, now that that's in your head, you're gonna listen to that song and you're gonna come to me like, you know what? Someone's raking leaves.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, with that being said, that's all we got for you today. So remember to like the video and comment. Tell us in the comments below, what are your thoughts of Virus on its release day? We'd love to hear what you guys are saying. Remember to subscribe if you guys are new to the channel and come back every single day to continue voting on our best metal band in the world tournament. I'm TV Fish.
And I'm Vile Self.
And keep the horns up.